them down. That's a full team kill.
That's another. He's looking for third. He's gonna get it.
Not the kill, and Vastek's gonna find another one. He finds that shot. He finds two.
He's still alive. Can he go in?
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna go bar down and give Saints the lead again.
Hello, Saints Nation, and welcome back for another broadcast here today as we got your St. Clair Saints versus your Iowa Central Tritons here, an NJCAAE playoffs. It's going to be quarterfinals coming through here today. I am super excited for this one. How you feeling, Josh?
I am feeling great. We're getting into the playoffs here today, quarterfinals. Both teams, they're hungry. They have been battling to get here. The Saints finding themselves with a near flawless regular season here in NJ. I'm not 100% sure about the Tritons, but I believe the Saints did 2-0 them during the regular season, which is something to keep in mind.
Yes, so just a few weeks ago, I believe it was around a month ago, the Saints were able to take down the Iowa Central Tritons 2-0. However, Iowa able to fight back to a positive record and put themselves in a playoff position to come through and compete in the quarterfinals here today. So your Saints will have a seed advantage above the Iowa Central Tritons, so they are going to be matching up, and we are going to be seeing your Saints starting an attack on both of the maps. And actually, speaking of maps, you can take a peek at those here right now. It is going to be us starting off on Coastline and then moving to Villa, and then following that one up as our decider, we will be seeing a Chalet here. So a very standard map pick from what we've been seeing as of recently from the Saints. Once again, they're looking to start on attack of all of these maps. They are for sure starting attack Coastline and Villa. Chalet, if we do get there, it will be decided. However, St. Clair, Coastline, Villa attack, they're pretty used to that.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen them on Coastline so much in the past, 2 weeks now. They're looking strong on that map. Villa, personally, I haven't really seen them on Villa too much, but you might have seen more from them. How are they looking on that map, Jackson?
Yeah, Villa, they look pretty solid there. I've seen it every now and then. It's definitely in their map pool, but it's just not seen as frequently. I believe some of the teams they might have been playing might not have liked it as much recently or whatnot. But with that one being said, it is going to be very interesting how they see Villa play out. I know they're very, very well at it, and they do have the consistency on it. Chars is actually a pretty strong Villa player, so I'd be interested to see how he will do over there on the side of map 2. But with that one being said, Coastline, it's starting us off. We've seen the Saints win Coastline. We've seen them lose Coastline. It's been overtime quite often on Coastline as well. So what are you thinking we're going to see here tonight on that map 1?
Yeah, Coastline, given that the Saints are starting on attack, I'm thinking we could see them definitely get a lead in the first half. I mean, we've seen how comfortable the Saints are on attack themselves. I mean, they're picking it themselves to start on these maps, so I could definitely see a 4-2 half coming out of the Saints. However, that second half, I mean, we've seen in the past few weeks, the defense on Coastline, it's there, but it's definitely not as strong as the attack coming out from the Saints. So I definitely want to see some adjustments, but I'm seeing Saints take map 1.
Yeah, and with that being said, talking about the Saints, let's go into their starting lineup here for today. So you got your typical 4 that we usually see in most of these games, being Chars, Jam Beast, Rapid, and Kinger. Those are going to be your main 4. But then we have Spencer, a.k.a. Salty Boy, and then we do have Robert, a.k.a. Untold Warrior. And those are 2 players that we've seen switch out in and out a lot throughout the season, whether it be NECC or NJCAAE. But today, we will be seeing Untold Warrior come through as our 5th. He has had a flawless regular season and NJCAAE so far with a 7-0 game record. So they're going to let him keep trying to run with things. We do have Spencer, a.k.a. Salty Boy, on standby if need be. But with that being said, Untold Warrior, he's been proving himself very, very well, improving a ton as of lately, and I think we could expect a lot from him here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the Saints so much. We talk about how they're improving during the regular season, but yeah, those 2, Untold Warrior and Salty Boy there. I mean, just what we've seen them coming in from last season, coming into this season, they're coming on to that level of the other 4, and seeing that, it's just awesome to see coming from the Saints.
100%. So, do you got any predictions here for a scoreline for us then? It's a best of 3. The Saints have 2-0 previously. We're in quarterfinals now, so a little bit more on the line and a little bit more pressure on these 2 teams. What do you think we see happen here?
Yeah, we have seen Saints 2-0 Iowa before. I was thinking 2-0, but I haven't seen the Saints on Villa before, like I had said earlier. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2-1, but I'm saying 2-1 Saints.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 2-0 Saints here. Just switching things up a little bit. I think the Saints have been very, very comfortable against teams like this Iowa Central here. And with them already beating them 2-0, I feel like the Saints already know what they need to do. So looking very, very good. And it is going to be a nice little start here for the Saints in this one. But with that being said, we actually got a starting lineup here for the side of Iowa as well. That is going to be Mr. Velik and Cheerio. We got Dragonfire 23. We got
Scummy Weeaboo. That is a fantastic name. You know we love anime around here. Hashtag shout out Crunchyroll. And you must have the fun.
Yeah, it works out.
Yeah.
I mean, you must have fun. We're going to have some fun here tonight,
Yeah,
so that works out. I mean, we're going to have a lot of fun. So we are getting some of the R's in the chat. These teams should be readying up here fairly soon, as we are going to be ready to start things off on Coastline. One thing I did also want to talk about is a little bit of the format of this playoffs here today. So NJCAAE playoffs is going to start off in quarterfinals. 8 teams going to come through here and to compete to try to make their way through. We got some big schools in here, like the previous winners of last season, which is going to be Barton coming through there. I believe on the other side of the bracket, we have Hawkeye, which is a school that has taken down St. Clair before. So we got a couple schools in here that will provide us some competition. And the format of this one being, if you make it to semis, that is how you qualify for those unified points to get into that unified league. If you make it, if you win this quarterfinals match, you will play in that unified tournament. If you drop out in this quarterfinals match, it is all right. You made it to playoffs. You had a good run, but no unified. So very important matchup here today, despite it just being quarterfinals.
Yeah, I know. And it's crazy because we typically don't see stakes like this in quarterfinals. But given the fact that NJCAAE is one of those leagues that helps you get into unified, yeah, it just makes the quarterfinals, it really makes it impactful. This series that we've got coming up here, it's a lot more impactful than you typically see. Like, obviously, quarterfinals, it's always big. You want to take it to the playoffs, but the fact that you're going to be losing out on those points, it's definitely, the pressure is on for both these schools.
Yeah, and one thing as well, NJCAA winner here, whoever wins this whole playoff bracket comes in as the 4 seed in that unified tournament. So if you can actually come through and win this division, this NJCAA conference, that will be massive for yourself to get a very high seeding going into these ones. But Glass going to be banned out, Nomad getting banned out. What are we seeing here so far in this one? It's going to be some defense bans coming out here now as well. But what an interesting start.
Interesting. Nomad I can see. Like, we've seen Nomad played a lot, but, I mean, I've seen Glaz, once on one round with, a weird smoke setup. I don't really know about the Glaz ban, but Jaeger ban coming out. It's not typical to see Jaeger banned, I feel like, but he definitely is a strong character. His utility is always valuable to the team, so getting that banned out.
Mira getting banned, very typical as well.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to talk about is maybe St. Clair knows something that we don't when it comes to Glaz. Maybe there's something that Iowa has been doing. Maybe they've played them in the past and they know that Glaz is something that they like to use here on Coastline. Who really knows? But we are going to be getting our picks coming through here now for round number 1 between St. Clair and the Iowa Central Tritons. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. We got it. NJCAAE, we got Iowa Central Tritons. So you got some long mouthful of names here, but it's all right. We got this one. Let's see these picks. We got a Fuse. We got a Leon coming through for the side of St. Clair. Some interesting ones coming in, but let's see how this one goes. We still can see 6 picks as well. I mean, I'm still getting used to it. Not 6 picks, but attacking swaps.
The repicks.
Yeah, the repicks, which is one thing I'm always forgetting. The repick on the attacking side is definitely interesting. Yeah, we actually do already see one on Chars, so very, very interesting stuff. Another one on Untold Warrior. He's actually going to switch on to what Chars was onto just previously.
There. As droning phase comes out, Kinger actually lost his drone very early on, which is not what you want to see coming immediately, but may have gotten some intel for it. Meanwhile, on the defensive side, we're seeing, actually, this is a very, trap-heavy team. We're seeing the Ella, we're seeing the Legion as well, Capcan in there. Of course, you got those Alibi clones as well. A lot of setup. And probably a lot of patient play I'm going to be expecting out of this Iowa comp. However,
4 LMGs here now for the Saints, and then you have Rapid as well, just on the regular rifle. Rapid trying to go for an early entry, but that is going to be You Must Have Fun, shutting him down and puts it to a 5-on-4 early on. Iowa taking a nice player advantage, starting us off here in this game number 1, round number 1 here. So it is going to be the LMGs of St. Clair now left remaining up here. Do we see a little bit of a half birdie strat? Maybe I'm not sure.
I mean, you've got 4/5 of the birdie strat. You're 80% there, so... But
Round
yeah,
up.
yeah, exactly. You round up. You got the full Bernie strat if you try hard enough. As Kingery is just going to be clip dumping these doors, but it looks like the Saints are actually going to opt to reposition here. Bellick's got a bit of an idea of what's going on, but he's just going to be chilling there in the lounge. Here it is from JM Beast.
Yeah, some utility going down there, trying to open up things up. JM Beast will have his drone here ready to hop through the hole and trying to scope things out. Realizing now no players there to take immediate danger to himself. Now just clearing out these external hallways and making sure no players are around. He spots out one a little bit of a distance far away. Now making his way through and entering onto this building. It is going to be some more map control coming through from St. Clair. This is exactly what we need to see. Char's already making his way downstairs here. JM Beast will even up the numbers 4v4 as Dragonfire falls down. And now we got a little bit more of a fight on our hands here.
Yeah, the Fuse dropping those on top of the site. That's very big. We've seen some crazy kills come out of that. But Kinger in all that commotion finds one himself. Just a little bit of damage taken. That's another one from JM Beast. Kinger is launching these nades onto site. JM Beast, more Fuse utility coming down. They're dropping on top of the Ella. She's trying to find her way out, but it's really tough. Weeaboo here, not too much room to work with. Must have fun. Trades out Kinger.
Chars is tagged down here as well. It is a 3v2, but Chars will fall. This is going to be Weeaboo trying to find a couple, but now JM Beast good for a trade. It's Untold Warrior and JM Beast. The last one's alive here. Untold Warrior, he's got to pull a thorn out of his ankle and try to get back into this fight. You must have fun. He found the entry kill, and now he's last alive in a 1 versus 2. What will he be able to do? Just 35 seconds remain. The diffuser is in the hands of Untold Warrior. JMP still at full HP. Untold Warrior knocked down to about half here right now. You must have fun. He still has a lot of work to complete, but he spots out the first. JMP will fall. Untold Warrior now in the 1v1 clutch. Here in round number 1, the player, the rookie coming through. He swings things out, doesn't spot anything through, tries to go for some pre-fire, will not land. Now they know his intel. The drone comes through, some utility gonna follow it up. And now just trying to play the time, going to put the diffuser down, but he is going to get ran onto. They're looking for him. Untold Warrior will get the plant through, and he finds the headshot! Untold Warrior will open things up for St. Clair with a plant and a kill. 1v1 win. Saints starting off things with a bang and a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, that's the improvement we've seen from Untold Warrior throughout this season here. I mean, great play at the end. Throw the utility down, get your diffuser down, and force the defender out of his position. Great play.
Stuff.
We all know how good holding angles is in Siege.
He did a very good job putting that smoke down. He will allow himself to plant there and making the gunfight a little bit more awkward for the side of Iowa here in this one. But a 1-0 lead on the attack side. It's always good to find your first round. It's always a good little confidence booster and to set the tone kind of your initial map. So now St. Clair with that 1-round advantage looking to carry on with another. I'm interested to see if Rapid will opt to go for another very aggressive push here once again.
Yeah, another thing about that round, like, it's definitely a confidence boost to win that round after you lose Rapid so early. Rapid, he goes in for an aggressive play. Often we see Arunis like that catch people off guard, but he is going to fall early. But the Saints going to take it on that round. And they're going with this LMG strat. It looks like no repicks coming in. We've got 5 seconds left on the droning phase here.
Yeah, so here we are, action phase. Going to be starting us off as a lot of these main entrance players coming through for St. Clair. Rapid maybe looking like he could be opting for something aggressive again, just opting for the window peaks now, checking them out from the side of Iowa, noticing nothing's really there. Kinger just having a little bit of trouble shooting up the camera, but he will take that one down. Untold Warrior going to gain some intel on the stairs with his drone, as he has spotted a couple players out here now. JM Beast looking for an angle. Nobody will be home. And for the first 30 seconds of this round or so, it's just going to be St. Clair trying to get set up along this outside. Iowa finishing up their preparation. And this round, we should be getting some action coming underway here soon.
Yeah, Untold Warrior cleared a lot of space with his drone there. He's still got it available as well. It has not fallen. Inger here on the outside of the hookah lounge.
Ooh.
Nade goes in, takes a little bit of damage himself. Kinger, that's not what you want to see coming out of here, but Tommy Weeaboo, he's on the site. He is watching that angle, waiting for something. Dragonfire playing under the site. He's got those Valk cams available and must have fun. Finds the first kill onto JM Beast. He's so close to that head. I don't know if that player was in like a wall-bangable position. He could have been on the outside. I'm not 100% sure, but man, that is an angle. Char's also just barely
Right below him. Chars has one right below him. He will get it down, but he will fall. That diffuser is now spottable from underneath. That is You Must Have Fun taking down Chars as well. Rapid and Untold Warrior for once again another clutch here. And it is going to be Rapid falling. Untold Warrior, you've won a 1v1. What's a 1v5? He's swinging, finds a couple of players, gets some damage off, but a flawless round will come through for Iowa Central. And they are going to tie this one up a 1-1 here after the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, very well played there from who was it under there? Was it You Must Have Fun?
I believe
on
so.
On the Valkyrie, yeah. Somebody was playing under that floor, and it was just beautiful to see that setup there. The explosions come out, the floorboards get broken, and they take down the planter, and that just gave them so much intel and so much time to work with. When you take down that person that's on the diffuser immediately, he didn't really have any teammates around to be trading out through the floor there, so you've got the numbers advantage, and you take that all the way home. Another thing I had failed to notice last round, we actually got Nazami in the game.
Ooh.
On Mr. Velik. He was playing him her last round.
So I believe Azami is very, very good late game, is what we've been hearing, is a late round and everything like that. The walls get very disruptive for the attacking side, really slowing down this plant, really just slowing down any sort of entry. So it's definitely a valuable play. Now that it's legal, I believe this week was the first week it is legal here as well. Yes, I'm getting the correction on that. So Mr. Velik giving some new things a try, new operators a go here in this one. Let's see how it does do for the side of Iowa. I mean, he's sitting at 2-0 right now, so he's looking very, very well. If he can just continue that pressure moving forward. Or actually, sorry, he's sitting at 2-1. But that being said, back into the action phase. St. Clair, they did drop the last one, but they found the first. What are they going to do here in the third as we do change sites once again?
Yeah, once again, starting on the outside here. Chars going to pick up his drone there. We are seeing, once again, the Saints make their way to the rooftop. This hatch on the rooftop is a very common spot for many, many teams to find their way into coastline here. And the drones are coming out. One player on this second floor. I think they just spotted out his feet there. And Weeaboo going to be moving into a bit of a more aggressive position as the rest of the Saints try to make their way into the site and just grab the intel here.
Yeah, that's really the main goal here right now. Gather that intel before you make your entries, because if you don't have any intel when you're entering, that is how you lose your life. Kinger, though, he's actually already fairly far pushed up now here on the Iana. He's looking for his first, swinging out. Will he spot someone cross? There is the shoulder, finds the kill. That's Velik. That is one of those late game players that's nice to have out of this round here now. Chars breaking through the wall, trying to get a little bit more of an entry here onto these players on the first floor down on that bomb site. Mr. Velik is the only one out of this round still at this moment. Chars now holding the angle. Kinger just picked up a kill from Rapid, droning things out, trying to get more information himself and trying to open up this map a little bit more. St. Clair with a good amount of control, but they have to make their way down onto this first floor. That is one thing that is very massive. St. Clair have a lot of second floor control, but that is not where the bomb is located. Kinger drops down to the first floor. Rapid down here. They're both trying to find some entries.
Yeah, Chars blowing up this floor. Oh, that's huge! Beautiful angle through the floorboard there. Chars finds Encrio. And that is going to be a 5 versus 3 coming in for Saints here. The clone coming out from the Iana here. Kinger going to find out actually that the site is pretty clear. He finds one on the stairs who's rotating down, but the site itself fairly open. You Must Have Fun though, finding Rapid in the back. 2 coming through, and JMB's going to trade him out. Kinger took a lot of damage there right at the end though. You Must Have Fun almost found himself a second. Dragonfire's been clutch in these post-plant situations, and we're already seeing that as he finds Kinger. Finds that last bit of damage.
Diffuser going down from JM Beast. It's a player advantage for St. Clair. Now with this diffuser down, it could be looking good. JM Beast, Chars, and Untold Warrior in the clutch to try to make this one happen. Dragonfire going to be making his way through, trying to find some sort of an entry. Untold Warrior here, ready for this player. Spots him out, gets the kill. Dragonfire will find JM Beast. It is a 1v2 up against Chars and Untold Warrior here once again. Diffuser still down. They have an angle on it from above, I do believe, here. With only 22 seconds left, you got to make a play happen here soon. They have the angle on the diffuser just what they want. Dragonfire down below, forced to hop it, trying to bait some of these players out. He is going to be searching for a little bit of a peek. Nobody peeking immediately, and it is going to be now him forced to re-hop it with just 8 seconds left. St. Clair looking for another peek. There it is. No kills coming through as of yet. Forced to hop it once again, and this is where the kill comes through. Untold Warrior, perfect playing with the post plants there, and it really does work out there for St. Clair once again. I believe that is now a 3-1 advantage or a 2-1 advantage.
2-1, I believe it is now as we get into round 4. Great post plant setup there from St. Clair. I love the idea of taking that fuse, clearing out the site, and getting that second floor control setup really, so that the attackers or the defenders are just stuck playing retake on this site. But I mean, you need 2 players to be able to take out that top floor. You got to be able to try and tap a diffuser and have a second player try to make it onto that second floor to try and trade him out, because Dragonfire is just stuck in a very tough situation at the end there, and the Saints are able to take the second round.
Very good stuff, especially being able to have a 2-1 lead on your attacking side is definitely what you are looking for the side of St. Clair. They want to now find a third for themselves here in round 4. If they can find a multi-round advantage, that would be massive. So after 3, only 1 round still separating these 2 teams. The action phase getting ready to come underway here in just a few moments as Iowa is getting all of their preparation done. This bomb site is looking to be on the first floor, I do believe that is. And St. Clair, I mean, they're just getting ready to try to make their way into this site and try to really see what they can do with it. There's a lot of players crawling over the first floor from Iowa. I think St. Clair, once again, is going to try to attack this bomb site top down.
Yeah, they may opt to do this. I believe they have the intel. I think they spotted it out. I think Char's set up here. He's getting ready. I like that the Saints are always waiting for spawn peaks and things like that. They're never going to get caught off guard. And Kinger, once again, the entire team finding their way to the rooftop here. 3 players. 4th on the outside there. JM Beast putting in a lot of ammo, just absolutely dumping rounds into these windows, trying to make some noise, trying to get some pre-fires off.
There
and
it
that's
is.
The first one from JM Beast. Nice angle, Kinger. Lots of info coming out from this drone. 2 players spotted out.
Oh, this is
That's
gonna
a
be
lot.
huge. This is going to be a nice little clone, but does he
Cancels
actually
it?
misclick maybe or something? I don't know. Kinger
Yeah,
not going to be
maybe.
using that drone. Actually, he might have heard this player close. There is barbed wire here. Rapid will have fun, and it is going to put it to a 5-on-3. Kinger looking for an angle. He fires off some shots, will not connect. Rapid going down, leaving it now to a 4 versus 3. Mr. Velik, Dragonfire, and Scummy Weeboot here to try to make something work. Rapid being down is not a great sight. I mean, Rapid, he's been having a tough start to this one on coastline. And with that being said, Charles will get his head taken off from Mr. Velik. A double kill for Velik so far after he's found Rapid and that one. He's getting damaged down, but he's going to be looking for a third. They're all peeking him. JM Beast good for it. Kinger there for the trade. Leaves it to a 2-on-2. Kinger and Untold Warrior now up against Scummy Weeaboo here and Dragonfire to try to get the clutch to happen.
Huge kills coming out from Mr. Velik there before he falls, but Kinger gonna find one. Dragonfire finding the Nitro Cell kill onto Untold Warrior. It's Kinger and Dragonfire in the 1v1 here. Kinger taking a lot of damage. Both players down to just about 1 shot. Dragonfire maybe could take 2 here though. As Kinger, he falls back onto site. The diffuser is down. Here's the tough part.
Yeah, he's trying to nade things out a little bit more, but this nade is just going to fly right by the screen of Dragonfire. Now Dragonfire knowing exactly where Kinger is. Kinger trying to run across, but no, not expecting the angle to be held. That is going to be Kinger falling as he tries to make his way over to the diffuser. That is a tie game here after 4 rounds. We are looking at a 2-2 scoreline.
Yeah, close game. It's all like every round has been fairly like one-sided almost. Actually, that was probably the closest round we've had, but the first 3 rounds definitely played out like that.
Well, even then, we saw Untold Warrior in another 1v1, so I'd say these rounds have been actually fairly close.
Yeah, that's true.
They've been one-sided sometimes at the start of them, but we've seen some plays that at the end of the round, they've been getting a little interesting here. So, with that one being said, round 5, this is where one of these 2 teams is looking to find their 3rd round on the half and guarantee themselves at least an even scoreline going into the next half. This round is actually a very pivotal one, I would say, moving forwards here. As, I mean, if you could just get to that 3-round marker, you're looking fairly decent, no matter what side you're on. So, St. Clair, Iowa, both looking to do that here in this round.
Yeah, once again, we're seeing the Azami picked up by Mr. Velik, so trying to play towards that late kind of chaos.
Attack swap onto the Iana from Kinger as well.
Yeah, that's, honestly, it's pretty common. I mean, we see Kinger on Iana so much now. Definitely something we are ready for. That's an interesting cam right there.
Hey, maybe it works.
Yeah, no, it's probably not going to get spotted out. That's what I mean. Right under the chair there. It's not exactly where you're peeking when you're going to be looking into a room there, so definitely works.
Yeah, action phase back in play here now for this one. It is going to be the side of St. Clair trying to, gather their information, get what they need to actually try to commit here on one of these peaks. We actually do see Rapid on the Twitch drone here trying to shoot at some cameras. Doing a good job with that here now, just trying to find any more utility or anything like that he can shoot out here. He has a player right up there looking at the drone, though, and before getting shot out, Rapid will be off that Twitch drone. He does get a decent bit of intel and shooting out a camera. I'd say provides a decent bit of value for St. Clair. Those shots through the window are nearly landing, as now I believe that is JM Beast, who's just right close to a gunfight. If he actually swings off to the left here, he will find himself engaged. That is the player running behind the wall there, but Dragonfire will go down to Kinger. Kinger finding one is going to start us off nicely. A player advantage getting swung into the favor of St. Clair.
Yeah, wow, you must have fun trading it back onto JM Beast. JM Beast, you got to rotate there. You got to find a new position, as that angle is just going to be held, but you must have fun playing this deep anchor onto site here. Can see just about both entrances to the site from his angle. Char's going to be trying to take a little bit of a different angle on him here. Yeah, I like this. He rotates out. He finds himself a little farther back. Not going to re-peek that angle, but Rapid is getting the diffuser down. Oh, he's so ready for this. Charge is so ready for this, and he finds the kill on You Must Have Fun.
Jeez, man, just call him Spider-Man or something.
Yeah.
Just hanging down there from the building. Finds that one. Puts the player advantage back in the favor of the Saints. 32 seconds left as this bomb is ticking down. The diffuser being planted. Post plants are through for St. Clair. I mean, Charles is in beautiful positioning here. Just looking for any players to start running towards him. They can't really spot him out immediately as well until they get nice and close. Kinger going to take some damage. Rapid will actually go down. Kinger forced to pull a thorn out of his side. Untold Warrior finds Mr. Velik. Leaves a player advantage for the side of St. Clair. Time is ticking down. I mean, if you're Iowa, you got to start going here soon. And Richo knows this, but he has someone right above him watching this diffuser, watching everything. That is Untold Warrior falling now in a 2v2, a little bit more doable. You have to hop the diffuser. Kinger finding one, Char's cleaning it up, and St. Clair will find their third round on the half, regaining an advantage. Now heading in to our final round of this initial half.
Yeah, like you said, that is the pivotal round. Securing yourself, those 3 rounds on offense are big. Now at this point, you're going into defense with 3 rounds under your belt, and you are feeling good. Once again, all thanks to another great post-plant setup.
Yeah, the post plants are really big in Rainbow Six. I mean, sometimes you see the rounds end a lot of the time before that diffuser maybe even gets planted, just due to kills alone and just etc, etc. However, with that being said, when that diffuser goes down, post plants are one of the most important things in Siege. Because if you can just get yourself in a position where they have to swing you and make a crazy play happen, or they have to hop that bomb and hope that you just miss your shots, don't peek them, there's a little bit of a disruption, something along those lines. Because like the position Char's was in, if you could just hold off, and just peek as soon as you hear them hop it, it really helps you out here. So now, if you are in this one, a lot of the pressure on Iowa here. There's a big difference between a 3-3 half and a 4-2 half. I know we always were talking about this during the end of NJ regular season, NECC, whatever it may be, that how important this round 6 is if you have a 3-2 advantage, because Iowa, they need the third. St. Clair, if they find the fourth, they are really starting to pull away and set themselves up for success going into that second half.
Yeah, for sure. And once again, we're seeing a very similar comp here come out of St. Clair. But the OSA is actually locked in for JM Beast. We've seen him on this a few times before. To be honest, with varying success. Some rounds we've seen it very strong. Some rounds we've kind of just seen a lot of the setups with the shield there kind of just fall apart almost. But Kinger taking a very early entry into the building here. Opting to use... Did he use 2 of his things to get in there? Seems like he did.
I'm not sure, but Kinger hasn't been getting as aggressive as of lately. We saw it in these earlier season plays and whatnot. Kinger would really come through and find a few, but not as much here in these recent days. So Kinger slowing things down, but he has picked up the pace here in this round. However, JM Beast falling is going to put Iowa up ahead with a player advantage. St. Clair now looking to turn things around. Iowa trying to close this one out. St. Clair, they need to find some sort of a refrag here. Nothing has been spotted. No intel has been given to for either team on where these 9 players are located, but now Rapid trying to change all of that with a Twitch drone getting sent in, looking for some of these cameras, shooting out some of this utility, now looking for more of these players to potentially open things up a little bit more. Has he spotted the one out? No. Untold Warrior has a couple of players just on the left of him and right in front of him. He could be in a pretty dangerous engagement if he does decide to push here, but Kinger going to be opening things up from underneath, and this is actually a little bit interesting. Usually you see them attack top down, not bottom up.
Yeah, I like this kind of split idea here, though. Have Kinger on the main floor looking at this. Untold Warrior, he's got the shield ready. He can only really get traded out from that right side. And now Kinger finds himself in the gunfight. He's going to win it, bring it back to a 4-on-4.
Yeah, that main floor position just so big. It allows Rapid to also put this diffuser down. However, Untold Warrior has been shot out. Now the diffuser getting a little sticky. Rapid will be good for the kill alongside Char's. Char's finding that one, but before getting traded out, leaves it to a 2-on-3. Kinger and Rapid left alone here, but this diffuser gets planted. Rapid good for the first on Mr. Velik. It's a 2v2 with this diffuser down. A very important round at hand. Kinger, he's at the outside window playing for a post plant. However, he is tagged down ever so slightly. Scummy Weeaboo also going to have some damage dealt to himself. And this is a round that's going to come down to just a matter of inches here. 21 seconds on the clock. Some shots coming through for Enrico. Not going to connect as of yet. Rapid looking for the angle. Still the slow peak comes through. That is Scummy Weeaboo finding the first. Looking for Kinger on the swing. Some shots to the shield. They know that Kinger is not shootable from that position. Kinger just has all the intel he needs. That shield is so massive here right now. Enrico is going to be hopping on that one. Kinger needs to take him down. Kinger going to get him knocked. This has to be defused. Scummy Weeaboo will try to get the kill. Will do so. However, the Saints will not allow the defuse to come through. St. Clair will take a 4-2 round advantage here at the half.
Huge. The amount of momentum and confidence the Saints are coming into this second half with. You're 2 rounds up. You've got your 4 rounds in the first half. That's big to see. From the picks, we're actually seeing Kinger on the Mozzie. And here's the Azami also coming out from the Saints.
Rapid gonna be pulling that one through. Does he already have a skin for the Amazi too? Or the Azami, sorry. I believe that is what it is. Yeah, I mean, this guy Rapid, he's always on the ball, man. But
always.
With that being said, multi-round advantage has been gained for St. Clair going into the new half. Defending side, the more preferred side, I feel like, for majority of these teams. However, even though St. Clair picks attack, they might be a little bit more comfortable on attack, or they just might want to get it out of the way. You know what, that's one thing I really want to ask them. What is with the attack picks? What is with the constant attack starting picks? But we'll ask them. We'll figure things out here moving forwards in the remainder of playoffs if the Saints can continue to win things out. But 4-2 advantage here right now in this one. Moving over to the defending side, a little bit of a change of pace. Going to try to pick up right where they left off with the 5th round.
Yeah. See, this is really interesting. I want to see the Azami kind of make it towards the very end of the round, because when we saw Velik pick it, we did see one round where he did make it to the end, and the wall there did actually affect the post plant. But I want to see some more of it, because I think that utility has so much. It's so versatile in so many options. You're literally creating another wall for yourself, right? And like we talked about, the post plants in Siege, they're so... I want to say there's almost more pressure than a lot of other FPS games because of how interesting and unique all the utility is in this game. There's so much that can happen. It gets so chaotic, especially, and you're hearing that diffuser ping down every single time, and it's getting faster and faster. It just makes it so chaotic for these players. And I think the way they play out is just so interesting to me.
Yeah, very, very stressful when you just hear that one ticking down and down and down. But 50 seconds through in this initial round, Iowa playing their offense. It looks to be a little bit slower than St. Clair as we do start things off now. Just trying to drone out some information as we do approach this 2-minute marker. Velik, he has spotted a couple players out here now before getting his drone removed. Char's going to take some damage, but will fall off the gunfight. And now looking for a new angle, looking to regroup here with the rest of his team. However, this will give some map control over to Iowa here as they are making their way through this balcony roof side, very similar to what St. Clair was doing. And back onto the same bomb site we were just on with St. Clair in their offense. Now, can they defend the site that they just attacked on? That's the big question.
Yeah, St. Clair giving a lot of space initially, but Untold Warrior still got some utility down. Still here for the backup. Look at those Azami walls. Look at that. Look at the way it just shuts down that window, and now you're just forced to use some kind of explosive or a shotgun or something like that to take it out. Untold Warrior, he spots one out. He may be able to find a kill here, but he tries to spray through the wall. Meanwhile, the player was actually peeking. You must have fun time finds 2. And the diffuser is going to go down. St. Clair. It's JM Beast and Char's left on this. LMG is available for JM Beast. He's going to try spraying, but he's going to take a little bit of damage himself.
Yeah, trying to line one up, but with Mr. Velik finding Chars, it leaves Jam Beast now into this 1-on-5. Yes, he might be able to find one or two of these kills here momentarily, but it's still not all of the best of positions here for Jam Beast. You're in the 1-on-5, diffuser being down. It is going to be Dragonfire there for the cleanup. A flawless round coming through for Iowa Central. They're bringing out the big guns here now that they're on the attacking side of things, and they're looking to turn this game around here on Coastline. This was now just once a multi-round advantage for St. Clair, brought down to just a one-round differential. Iowa, one more round win here, and this is a whole new game, back to a clean slate.
Yeah, Iowa came out swinging. The intel were there, the drones were in immediately, and they were into sight before like a minute had ticked down. I mean, it was like a minute 45, and they were planting that diffuser. Not something you see in Siege very often.
No, not something you see well, you do see it, but just not something very often, yeah, for sure. So with that one being said, it is round number 8 here. And it is going to be St. Clair once again trying to pull through with a multi-round advantage. It's going to be the side of Iowa once again trying to bring this game back up to a tie one here. So let's see what they can do. Let's see some of these picks. We got a Lion, we got a Sledge. I believe that is an ace there from the side of Iowa. For the side of St. Clair, you got that Valkyrie. I believe that is on Kinger. You guys, you have the other, I can't even remember it. JM Beast, what's the new one?
Azami.
There we go. Yeah. You know, it's going to take a week or so to get the Azami turn back in the gears. You know, it might have been out for a few weeks in Siege, but has only been around here, at least in NJCAAE. This is the first week, so Azami, some Valkyrie plays. Going to be very interesting to see how this hold does come through for St. Clair compared to the last, as Iowa, a flawless round. I feel like St. Clair, you're just looking for anything better than that at this point.
I think Azami is so cool. Her utility, it's like so freestyle. You can kind of just make up things on the spot, and it allows you to like make your own angles, which I think is very cool. And it plays to a lot of like player expression. Like you can tell like one player from another by just the way they use their utility and the way they like to peek and things. This could be a close one.
Dude, I just kind of want to be like, Azami's like that Fortnite character who can build walls.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
Yeah, exactly right. But very funny stuff there. Char's going to get a little bit of healing done for himself, trying to shoot through this little rafter here, the little drop-down hatch. But there is a player down there, just not able to open things up quite yet, which just says SMG in hand. Dragonfire has been swung, but a nicer shot. Gonna find the head of Untold Warrior over on stairs. Puts a player advantage in the favor of attacking side, being Iowa. Now Charge, Jam Beast, Kinger, and Rapid have to answer back, try to even things up a little bit more. A lot of control has already been gained for the side of Iowa Central, as we do see Scummy Weebu already making his way over to the site. Kinger, though, good for a trade, but that being said, Mr. Velikan, that is, you must have fun, good for a couple. JM Beast gonna have a trade. It's a 2v3 Rapid. JM Beast, what can you do? JM Beast getting tagged down, will fall to Mr. Vela. Dragonfire finds Rapid. We got a tie game on our hands here. Once again, Iowa Central is putting the pedal to the metal here. 2 rounds unanswered.
Yeah, I love the way Iowa is coming out on attack here. How am I trying to say this? No funny stuff, basically. They're going in, they're winning their gunfights, and they're taking the space when they need to. And that's what you really need to do against against like a rock solid defense like this, and against a defense that's playing, they're playing very, very stally champs, right? Or very stally operators. You're seeing the Aruni come out. Now you're seeing the Kaid come out, so you're going to see that electricity come down, trying to take down some of those hard breaches coming out. Anything you're going to try and put on those reinforced walls. Very, very interesting. And at first you think, like, going just like gung-ho and getting in there is not the way you want to deal with these slower operators, but maybe it is. Maybe just if you've got the confidence to win those gunfights, that's what you got to do.
I feel like St. Clair needs to incline some of that confidence into their self here right now. Like, I feel like we haven't seen St. Clair get aggressive on the defensive side in quite some time, where, in the earlier season or whatnot, a few weeks ago, we were seeing a little bit more of this aggression, a little bit more of these spawn peaks, whatever it may be, to try to get an early advantage in these rounds, and I feel like that's what we need to be seeing here from the side of St. Clair. It is going to be the entries now looking to come in for Iowa, just trying to shoot at these cameras. Once again, drone through, gain their early intel, and then push through onto that site. St. Clair, I want to see these more aggressive angles, just like that. Scummy Weebu going to take some damage onto himself, already tagged down for about a third of his health.
Yeah, that's great to see. Get a little bit aggressive from the Saints. and they're able to slow down the attack a little bit. But once again, the intel is being taken. The hallways are being cleared. The drones are moving their way farther and farther into this house here. And Dragonfire, he's already found his way in.
Yeah, Dragonfire's got a lot of control here. He's been this player that's been very good at making his way through the site and just finding a lot of these entries. Kinger will fall to Enrico there, and that is going to now be another one going in favor of Dragonfire. It is going to be the side of St. Clair, falling to a 3-on-5 on the defending side of Coastline. Iowa Central looking very, very good here. Currently in the driver's seat of this round, in the driver's seat of this attacking side as they find more Rapid falling down. St. Clair is crumbling on this defensive side here so far, Josh.
Yeah, we could be looking at another flawless round here. It's a 2-on-5 for the Saints. Untold Warrior stuck in this kitchen position. And once again, we're seeing the floorboards be broken from above. The post plant is being set up from Dragonfire. He is ready for this. Look at this. He might even spot one out, but Saints are taking themselves farther away, taking themselves off the site, grabbing a much more passive angles here from Chars and Untold Warrior.
Chars here, he could run into a couple here soon, potentially. That is the drone coming through. Now they know where he is. He has a player's barrel right to his right. He's going to swing. He's going to shoot. He finds one, but there's another. Actually, he didn't even find him. I thought he had that kill, but maybe not. I guess Chars will go down here. The player just right there swings right into his spray. That is an unlucky fortunate of events here for the side of Chars. But another round to Iowa. They've taken the lead in this game here now, Josh. A game that was a 4-2 half. It's now been answered back to 3 in a row for Iowa.
Amazing attacking rounds coming out from Iowa here. And yeah, it's just, they're adapting so well as well. They're taking these aggressive fights. They're finding one or two. And then they had so much time to work with. They weren't even worried about trying to get that diffuser down. They're worried about snuffing the rest of these Saints out, trying to find them in these angles. And it is working out for them for sure.
We can see a little bit more of the reason behind the attacking side starter pick here now, as that is seeming where the Saints are favored a lot. It seems as if their defense just isn't able to compete with the Iowa offense, but the St. Clair offense was able to do wonders. So just maybe you think a little bit, the defense which might not be the perfect of setups that they've been trying, maybe try out a few new things. So over to a new site, over to some new setup here coming through for St. Clair. They're going to try to answer back, tying this game up once again at a 5-5 scoreline, because otherwise that puts Iowa up on match point, up by 2, and that makes things a very scary position for St. Clair, because it would not be in their favor here if they drop game 1.
Yeah, definitely. You're putting yourself in a tough position there. However, should it make it to game 3? We have seen them on the Chalet before, looking pretty hot. However, getting into action phase here, Iowa once again getting those cameras down, taking their positions. Look at the drones coming in, Sledgehammer coming through. Little bit of info on one of the Saints as well. They know one's playing at least somewhere in that room. Oh, Dragonfire spotted out his feet too. But I believe his drone was taken down by the side of the Saints. However, Jam Beast.
Good damage was dealt from Kinger onto Enrico there with that little needle in his side. That's going to take him down to about a third of HP left to his name. So no kills coming through quite yet, just some utility damage, but it's really going to prove to be a value for St. Clair. But Kinger will get into an engagement. Dragonfire will fall. It's going to put it to a 5-on-4. Enrico there, tagged down. Super weak. Kinger looking for more. He finds it. Must have fun will go down. Kinger trying to put themselves back into this game. He's got himself up to double digits here now with 10 kills. And it is Mr. Velik, Enrico, and Scummy Weeaboo here to try to clutch up this 3-on-5 that Kinger has opened up for the side of St. Clair.
Yeah, Kinger meeting the Iowa's aggression with his own, finding 2 for himself. This is really what the Saints needed to do, how they needed to change their gameplay to make this work. Mr. Velik not going to find the headshot on Untold Warrior there. Both players down to about half health here. And Mr. Velik going to have to take another angle. Going to have to make his way onto this second floor here, or at least hold it.
Yeah, Mr. Velik's holding that angle right now. If St. Clair shows aggression, they will run into a scope, but same goes for Mr. Velik. I mean, if Mr. Velik decides to get too aggressive, it could hurt him there on that play. It looks like everyone will fall off of that engagement. Scummy Weeaboo, his drone comes through here now. It is going to be Untold Warrior shooting that one out, though. Trying to take out any information that the side of Iowa can gain for themselves. And there it is. Rapid just swinging around a corner. Gets a nice lineup and will shut down Mr. Velik over onto the hatch. Enrico and Scummy Weeaboo, you got yourselves in a 2-on-5. What can you do about it? You have Kinger who's weak. Untold Warrior tagged down here a bit as well, but lots of work to do. 5 guns shooting at you.
Kinger actually, I believe it was Kinger who was on that angle that was about to see Encrio there, but it seems he rotated actually. Both players on the first floor. Oh, somebody's about to meet him.
Scummy Weeaboo, yeah, he's running in here, sends through a grenade, just try to get rid of that utility. Then they're going to follow up with the flashbang, looking to go for a peek potentially there. The flashbang going to come through, Untold Warrior down. That's JMB's good for the first kill. Scummy Weeaboo, it's all up to Enrico, who's here now left in the 1-on-5, down to just a third of his HP, trying to clutch up, runs into the first. It's Untold Warrior. He swings into a second. He's just fighting for his life here in this main hall right now before he tries to get swung, but the defenders will win that round. St. Clair will tie things up, not letting the side of Iowa Central run away with things just as of yet.
Yeah, that was, like I said earlier, the Saints made the adjustments they needed. Kinger coming in, finding those two, matching the aggression head on from Iowa is exactly how you need to shut down super aggressive plays like this, because when you're getting super aggressive like that in a siege game, there's always going to be holes in your game. There's always going to be one angle, one spot that you're going to have to, you're going to have to let go unchecked. And the defense can capitalize on that.
Defense can capitalize on that for sure. So St. Clair's first defensive round has been won here now, but it did take 4 rounds for that to happen, which is the big killer in my eyes for St. Clair. But now that you got one, can you roll with a little bit of momentum? I feel like one of their hardest problems right now is you must have fun, and Mr. Velik, as well as Dragonfire there as well, they're all fragging out very, very well. Where for the side of St. Clair, Kinger and JMB, so just trying to get a little bit more support there from the rest of the squad. They need a little bit more of a fragging impact plays come through from Char's Untold Warrior Rapid. They've all made their own individual plays and have won St. Clair, maybe a couple of these rounds, but just maybe a little bit more consistency in these ones, maybe coming through, being able to capitalize on these defending side of plays, just as we were saying. So with that being said, let's see how the remainder of this one goes. Round 11, one of these two teams will come out of this round with an advantage. Let's find out who it will be.
Yeah, I like that we're often seeing the switch up of the operator pick from Kinger here on defense as well, keeping the attackers on their toes, forcing them to try and get that intel to try and see what is the comp that we're pushing into right now. What utility do we got to be looking out for? And if Kinger doesn't get spotted out, that is a lot of fire that is going to be coming out. Rapid, he gets the knockdown, but Dragonfire is going to trade him out. Encrio not going to fall. He's going to make it back up. There's another one right on the right here. Kinger going to find Dragonfire, but Mr. Velik going to trade him out. It's a 4-on-3 for Iowa here. They've got the numbers advantage, but pushing into St. Clair. Yeah, the damage down on Encrio and Mr. Velik is definitely big, but they still do have the numbers. And when you've got that extra player, it's the trades that really make it count.
As really is. Enrico's looking for one. He actually spots out the camera. Will shoot it out. So actually a nice angle to be able to shoot out that camera there. Nice little wall bang. But that being said, Iowa has located the bomb A, and they are looking to probably make their way to put this diffuser down here shortly. St. Clair, though, they are going to be trying to contest. Scummy Weeaboo from above, looking to potentially drop down onto the site. As we do have You Must Have Fun shooting. That's more of this intel from the side of St. Clair. The entries are starting to come through here now. Minute 30 remains. The time is starting to dwindle down. More engagements are going to come through in just a few seconds.
Yeah, You Must Have Fun. Drone coming out here. Going to be finding its way into sight. Once again, clears out that lounge room. JMB's going to find his own kill onto Mr. Velik. And now the numbers have evened. And now that health advantage is big.
Health advantage is definitely big, especially when JMB can find a full HP player with the headshot. Enrico, though, he's down low at just no HP. We'll find one. Scummy Weeaboo, we're going to find another JMB. You found the one tap. Can you find two more? Enrico down and low. Scummy Weeaboo here with the diffuser and a full HP. That is going to be the problem. If you can take out Enrico, that is going to be a great start, but got Scummy here. He's just ready for anything. The gun has been spotted. There's the kill on Enrico. The diffuser looking to come down, but he's forced to stop the plant because his teammate went down. He's going to start it back up, but this might give some intel over to JMB's. JMB's cooks up a grenade, sends it out. No damage. Dealt the hop through the window. Scummy will find it. Iowa take round 11 and regain the advantage in this game, putting themselves on match point here. It's going to be a 6-5 lead. If they win this one, that is going to be us done and dusted with map 1, headed over now to Villa. But if St. Clair wins this one, we will be seeing overtime map 1, and that is not an unfamiliar sight. We've seen overtime map 1 quite frequently as of lately with the Saints. What's another?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen overtime on Coastline like 3 times
Yep.
in the past 7 days here, basically. So coming out, Saints, they're going to try and pull it back from the grave here and bring it into overtime. They are only 1 round down, so it's not too big of a task ahead of them, but it all comes down to this round. Saints trying to keep themselves in game 1, trying to get that momentum going into game 2. I mean, no team wants to be down 1 game here in the series.
1 game in a series like this is a third of the series. Like, you got so much on the line here in each one of these games. And with that being said, typically quarterfinals matches, if you are just tuning in, we were talking to you a little bit about this earlier. Typically, quarterfinal matches don't have a crazy amount of impact to them. Maybe a little bit of a prize pool. Maybe there's these small things. But no, this one, the main thing on the line here today is going to be the fact that the winner of this match will qualify for a spot in that unified tournament. It all comes down to this, because the winner will make it into that tournament. The loser will not. So this is a very, very important game for both of these two teams to try to come through and win here, despite it being quarterfinals here in the NJ playoffs. St. Clair currently trailing by 1. They're looking to find this round and force an OT. Iowa trying to end this one out right here, right now.
Yeah, once again. Oh, they spot out the Aruni gate initially. That's big intel to be had. I like that Iowa, they're not going to even peek it. They know it's not worth it. So Iowa just going to move over to another side of the house. Get some more intel here. You must have fun. I think he could almost spot out a toe there. If he just takes like a step to the right. But the Saint, who he was looking at, is actually repositioning. Rapid going to be taking a little bit of damage. And it's Dragonfire who's going to find the final kill onto Rapid. And the Azami utility coming out. Look at that. Forced. Look at how they're just forced to break this. Really slow down the attackers here. Once again, you must have fun. He's got a great angle here to support his teammates coming in. Ying Flash coming in, but it's going to be picked up by the Wamai utility.
Really been making a huge impact here on this one, putting player advantage in the favor of Iowa. This bomb going down, but MP's good for 1 on Enrico. The diffuser still getting planted. It will get committed. It's a 4-on-4 retakes. This is going to be messy. A Claymore sent down on that one here as well. That is going to be a nice wall set up to block off the window.
Perfect. That
is so massive for JMPs to have him still alive in these plays. Kinger now knowing the Claymore's here, but Untold Warrior's just going to hop this. Dragonfire, yeah, he finds one, but this is getting stuck. This might be able to get diffused, and there it is. St. Clair will find it, forcing overtime.
That is huge. What a great trade from JM Beast there. Amazing plays, throwing the Azami utility, blocking the one angle left on that diffuser, and giving just enough time for Untold Warrior to defuse. Here it is, 6-6, overtime on Coastline. We're here again, and we're ready.
Yeah, we are ready. I mean, hey, we've had lots of experience with overtime on Coastline. I'm confident in the Saints here today, so we will be starting here on this attacking side to try to find these first couple rounds on the overtime. It all comes down to this. I mean, you got 3 rounds left maximum. 2 to 3 rounds left is all we got left on the table here for Coastline. Then we will have a winner of map number 1. Josh, any predictions?
I don't even know at this point. I want to say that one team looks stronger than the other here. One team has a stronger side, but both teams have had crazy rounds on both attack and defense. Iowa, however, found themselves very strong in that initial part of their attacking half, finding 2 flawless rounds for themselves. So, Iowa coming back onto the attacking round next round, if they win this, I'm thinking if Iowa wins this defense round, it's an Iowa game all the way, in my opinion.
Hey, I got you. I mean, a lot of it is going to come down to this round. I completely agree with you on that one. I think one thing for me to very well point out as well is we do see 47 kills total right now from the side of Iowa. If you do look over at the side of St. Clair, it is not so much. You're down to 35, so there's still 12 kills separated these two teams, but to force an overtime. So I'm just seeing that Iowa is outslaying the side of St. Clair right now here, but St. Clair's just been playing smarter for Rainbow Six to be able to win these rounds and try to come through with more strategic operational plays, where Iowa is really coming through using this gun skill to their advantage and finding a lot of rounds in that regard. So very interesting. Two styles of play coming through here between these two teams, and it's really going to come down to what one's stronger, which one will come through and find the win here in this game one. But look at all the control Iowa already has for being on the defending side. I mean, they're here now. They got a lot of control over these sites. St. Clair is going to be getting shot at, but You Must Have Fun is forced back. This is a good opening for St. Clair.
Yeah, I mean, you really hit the nail on the head there. The two clashing styles here coming out. Once again, we're going to see the Saints come in. This Fuse utility coming through the castle barricade there. Going to force You Must Have Fun once again back into this corner. We've seen both JM Beast and You Must Have Fun in this position once before. So it was You Must Have Fun that actually ended up winning it out last time, I believe. But Char is going to find the first kill, making his way in there. Kinger going to find another one. Going to find a second while he's burning himself. Can he find the third? Oh, that's
goodness.
a 3K.
Kinger is heating up, finds the 3K. Mr. Velik left alone. 1v5. St. Clair is not ready to drop this game one here today. They are looking to take the lead 7-6. If they can just close this one out. Mr. Velik, you have so much to do here now in this situation. I don't even know if I've ever seen a 1v5 get clutched up in Rainbow Six Siege. Will today be the day? Mr. Velik sending through some of these walls, trying to get a little bit of a better angle to peek from here, but not able to. Will find Kinger to open us up, so that is going to put it to a 4v1 here now. A good start to things, but they know where Mr. Velik is. 12 seconds left. I just don't even think there's the time for it. Now tagged down to 1 HP. This is looking like a St. Clair round. They will move up here now to 7-6, or 7-6, sorry. Here now in the best of 3. Game number 1 here on Coastline. St. Clair taking the advantage.
Yeah, they took a little bit of a page out of Iowa's book there and just got in there and got aggressive. I mean, Kinger finding that 3K really just set the Saints up for that round win. But now, this is what it comes down to. We're seeing the Saints on defense. Iowa been looking very strong on attack. They were able to bring the half back to 6-6. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be a tough round for the Saints here. But this could be it. Saints on match point in game 1 here. Going to be setting up on the defense. And as far as op picks go, we're seeing fairly similar picks as we've been seeing. It's Kinger on the Cade this time, though. I don't think it was Kinger we saw on the Cade last time, unless I am mistaken. But
yeah, I'm not quite sure. But with that one being said, St. Clair on match point. They have to win one more round to win map number 1. Iowa, though, they have to win 2 in a row. And that is the big thing for Iowa. I feel like if you are from the side of Iowa Central right now, you are looking to take things a little bit slower and play this one round by round. Don't look at it like you have to win 2 in a row. Look at it like you have to win two just separate rounds. That's all you got to do here to try to come through and take this one here today. St. Clair, they're trying to end this one right here, right now with the defending side, but their defending side wasn't the strongest. Iowa had a very successful attack, so this is making me seem to be like this could very well go 7-7 after this round.
Yeah, I could definitely see it. I mean, Iowa, we've seen just how aggressive they get on these attack sides, just how good they are at really splitting the Saints apart, finding those individual picks, not only forcing the Saints to not be able to trade out, but forcing trades of their own as well. Finding the numbers advantage, getting the planters down, and honestly, we haven't seen many Iowa attack rounds where it actually made it to a post-plant situation, but I think the 2 that did, we saw them with rock-solid post-plant setups as well, so we're just going to be getting in here. Chars, he's got the intel, he actually spots 2 players coming into the site here. 3, that's a third one spotted out.
That's a lot of intel.
That is a lot of intel, for sure.
So with that being said, that is Rapid, though, the first one to fall. Dragonfire opens us up here with the attacking kill, puts it now to a 5-on-4. Kinger, JM Beast, Chars, and Untold Warrior here trying to come back and try to take these players down. Mr. Velik going to be tagged for over half of his HP. JM Beast will fall. It's going to be a 3-on-5. Some trades coming through as Chars will find Mr. Velik. Kinger, Chars, and Untold Warrior, what can you do in this situation? It's going to be Weeaboo looking to potentially get this diffuser down here shortly as just 90 seconds left to remain on the clock. Dragonfire breaking all of the roof from above. No player has been spotted out as of yet. And it is going to be Dragonfire now just trying to find an angle, not able to open things up. We're down to just 80 seconds. It is coming down to the wire here in this one, Josh, as we do see Iowa starting to probably make their way down in just a moment.
Yeah, Chars here. All three Saints just taking very defensive positions. No, but that's not where you want to be. But he actually trades all the damage back to Dragonfire and didn't take any himself. That's a big trade coming out, and Kinger gonna find it, even it out. Dragonfire, he's about half health here, but Kinger gonna get traded out. Two players just rushing him down, grabbing the diffuser, and now they're gonna make their way to the bomb sites. Char's taking a little bit of damage, but he is gonna retreat. Got an impact grenade set up here, but he's not gonna opt to use it. And now it's a 3-on-2, 40 seconds left to get the plant down. Iowa, they got to make their way in somehow. We haven't seen Iowa in these last-minute situations, but they find one kill. It's all up to Chars here. The diffuser is going to start going down. Three players just shooting at him from all angles. Finds one knockdown. It's a 2v1 here.
Oh!
And Angrio,
So close. He gets damage off onto the one. I might be able to see a little bit of the play here, but he gets damage off onto the one, and they were almost lined up for him. That was actually very, very close. He had the first one knocked down. He does a good amount of damage. It's just that he was so weak in that situation that it was able for the kill to come through for Iowa. So Iowa, a very, very good attacking round, but they're back on defense here now. We have seen like 80% of rounds won are attacking sided so far. So with that being said, St. Clair to have the attack in this final round is crucial to their success for this one. Think Zofia, Fuse, Jackal, Twitch. Oh my goodness, very interesting stuff. The Azami coming through for Velik, Elysium, Thorn. A lot of things we've already seen so far here in this one, but man, this is gonna, it all comes down to this. 7-7, both teams at match point. The winner of this will take Coastline and Map 1. I got a hot take. Winner of this map takes the series.
I could see it. I definitely could see it, especially just with how momentum goes in Siege. I mean, both teams, they're so even at this point. I really don't know. So seeing which team takes the win, I could definitely see them just taking it all the way in this series. But one interesting thing we're seeing is Kinger on the Jackal. Jackal is one of those operators that doesn't often make it past the ban phase. A lot of teams do just opt to ban out the Jackal because the tracking ability that comes off of him, very, very, very useful on the attackers. Allows you to get a lot of intel off and make a lot of solo plays too, which is something we see Kinger do a lot. So being on a character that kind of enables that definitely helps him out a little bit too.
Yeah, Kinger, look at him. He's going way off by himself. That's just as we were saying, trying to open things up. He does have Untold Warrior here to support him on the back line a little bit, but Kinger, he's just already trying to find an angle and get aggressive. Nobody's even really close to him. Now we see some of the players starting to pick up a little bit on what Kinger is up to. Dragonfire here looking for him. Kinger, oh my goodness, this is a tight angle, but it is going to be him falling off. He has the information he needs that our player is there. He finds it through the wall. Kinger, what are those shots? A great player advantage to find to open up round 15, the match point round for both of these teams. That is a huge opening, especially onto the top fragger, one of the top frags from the side of Iowa. Kinger will take a little bit of damage from that grenade, but he is going to remain alive here from this one. And now still 5-on-4 in play.
Yeah. Once again, I mean, we've seen the numbers advantage just be absolutely flipped on their heads here in the rounds with a quick 2K from either team here. So neither team is out of the round here yet. Iowa, they've still got the defense set up. And it's going to be Charge trying to find his way in here. Once again, the diffuser is on rapid. They're going to be trying to find this setup here right near, I believe that's the A bomb outside this window. Yeah, they're going to be trying to get the diffuser down here.
Oh,
Typical
Mr. Velik.
We've seen Mr. Velik falls. His teammates trying to be there for the trade, but Charge actually finds him and lives.
Yeah, diffuser going to come down for rapid here now in this 5-on-2. Another for JM Beast. Untold Warrior will clean it up. A flawless round for your Saints, and they will take the first map here in NJCAAE quarterfinals. A great start to one here on Coastline. It is now up to the Iowa Central Tritons to bounce back in this series.
Yeah, I mean, the screen said it all there. Hard-fought victory from the Saints there. They actually found themselves down a round in the end, able to take it back to overtime, and they are going to win that out 8-7. It's a position that we've seen them in often before, and they are going to be able to find it this time, taking it 1-0 against Iowa Central here.
17 kills from Kinger in that game, really coming through and putting on a performance. That might have been for 17 kills for someone on the side of Iowa Central. I just saw 17 at the top of one of these two teams, and I believe it was the Saints. So a lot of kills coming through here for the side of St. Clair, playing a very, very good game in that one, but it was a little close. We've seen lots of 8-7 coastlines. I'd like to see them maybe have a little bit more control over this next one heading up onto Villa. But with that one being said, we are going to take a quick little few minute break here, actually, before we do head into map number 2 over on Villa. Iowa Central, the pressure is on. Win this next map or be sent home here in the NJ quarterfinals. It all comes down to this. My name's Jackson Brown, joined alongside Joshua Fundy. We'll be right back with you guys in just a few.